Hi friends, it is Friday, Faithful Friday, Fantastic Friday, Fabulous Friday, fucking Friday, whatever you want to call it. This is where we are, and I am ecstatic because today is the first night of Coachella. You would think I was there. I feel like I'm there. But yeah, so let's chat about it. Let's have some fun today on this Friday. Yay! Hi friends! Happy Friday, April 11th, 2025. I hope that you are having the most fabulous, fantastic, freaking tastic Friday. I hope you're having a good one. I am ecstatic. Tonight is the first night of Coachella, week 1. I'm so excited. Zoe and I have been watching this for years, every year, but now that she's working, she has a good job and she has PTO, she makes this her vacation time. She takes the 2 weeks off and we relax and we watch Coachella. Now, usually she only takes a couple days off around it, but it's really tiring. We have a lot of things to do. We want to spring clean and finish our decluttering project. And so she figured she'll take the 2 weeks off because we need our rest after staying up all night watching Coachella because it's California time and we're here on the East Coast. So it starts at 4 p.m. California time and 7 p.m. our time. So the only night that I'm going to probably not be able to really see anything will be on Saturday because I'll be on Saturday Night Love with the beautiful Spiritual Rain Francis. So I'll miss the first couple of acts then. But tomorrow night, Sunday night, I'll be able to see it. Right? The next night, I said tomorrow night is Friday. The next night I'll be able to see it. Then Saturday night I'll miss it. I'll miss some of it. And but tonight, Friday night is the first night. I am psyched. I am so psyched. I'm gonna put it up here. But it's just something fun that I like to share with my daughter. You know, I love to share it. If you've never seen Coachella, maybe it's not your thing. There's all kinds of beautiful music playing and people that you are not familiar with and things like that. So, you know, it's fun. It'll be fun. My eyes have been bothering me so much. Oh, my goodness. Allergies. But tonight, Friday night, is the headliner tonight is Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. And Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott. I am so excited. Missy Elliott, she's so talented. She was the first female rapper, first black female rapper inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yes, yes, yes. She has lost so much weight and done so much, you know, to get her health right and everything. She inspires me. She inspires me. I love her. I love her so much. So I'm excited for this tonight. I'm so excited. Yeah, on the video that I posted yesterday, I said that the things are up already. The channels are up for Coachella. So yeah, it's exciting. As soon as I turn on YouTube, I'm like, the channels are up. The channels are up. So it's so exciting. I just love it. You know, I used to have some acquaintances here who I am no longer associated with. They've been blocked, and it's been a couple years now. And one of the reasons why one of them was blocked was because I used to make a big deal about Coachella, and I guess they didn't understand it. They were all older than me, maybe by a year or so. I was the youngest in the bunch. They were all in their 60s, and I was the one who was still in my 50s. I was 58 then, maybe, or 57, because it was right. We formed the group probably before my mother passed. So I was around 56, 57-ish, around that age. And then they were all, one was a year older than me, so one was, you know, turning 60, I think 59 is either when no, because that was last year, and one of them I dropped last year, but the other two I dropped 2 years ago, I believe. And I made a little group on Facebook Messenger. This is a little story time. Facebook Messenger for Coachella. And it was just Zoe and I, so we could text each other back and forth. And I had included one of the ladies who lived in California. She lived in California, but she lived in Northern California. And I included her. Well, I only include her because she said, oh, why didn't you make a group? So I did, and I included her, and I included another one of the ladies, but one of them didn't give a damn about it, didn't care about it, so I didn't include her. She didn't care about it, so why should I include her? So one of the ones who I included made a big stink about it, and she didn't like what I did. And I'm like, well, what the fuck did I do? She didn't want to be involved with, she didn't have nothing to do with Coachella. What was I supposed to force it down her throat? So she made it like I was excluding the other person, which I wasn't. I just didn't put her in that little Coachella group because that wasn't her thing. If you're making a group about something and I'm not interested in it, you don't have to put me in your group because I don't care about it. And I'm not going to make a stink about it. And these grown-ass women made a stink about it. And one of them worked at a daycare, so I'm like, oh, so you think I'm one of your fucking daycare kids? Is this how I mean, the way she spoke to me in this group was absolutely ridiculous. So Lexi cussed her ass out. And yes, I did, and I blocked her. It was her group. She started this little group that we were in initially. And so she left the group. So I'm like, good, you leaving? I'm leaving too. And I never went back to the group. And the one who lived in California, who I'm no longer associated with either as of the last year, and because she kind of just dropped me and stopped talking, kind of ghosted me and everything. And she was in my Facebook group that I have with some like-minded women, positivity and everything. And she was in that group, but all of a sudden she stopped posting in the group and everything. So I'm like, okay, well then you're not talking to me. We had our own little messages going back and forth. So you ghosted me because she didn't feel like typing anymore. She didn't feel, what kind of shit is that? If we're friends and we're talking and everything, if I need to send you a message, I got to type it unless I'm speaking it, and you don't want to listen to the messages all the time. So how else are we supposed to communicate? But it was okay for me to communicate with her when she was, thinking about her husband, complaining or anything like that. But then I guess she didn't want to be bothered anymore. So I'm like, fine, but be a grown-ass woman and tell me that. Don't just ghost me. So I dropped her from the group. She was one of the mods there, and I blocked her and got her out of the group, and I blocked her, period, on all my socials. Because I'm like, okay, I don't need you, your husband, your son, all the people who were associated with my platform just peeking on to see what I'm doing and everything. So I blocked the whole family. I blocked everybody. I had a block party. But they were all upset about it. So, of course, if this doesn't resonate with you and you're not interested in Coachella, you don't need to know anything about it. You don't even have to watch this video if you don't want to watch it, because this is what we're talking about today. My love and my daughter's love of Coachella. And there are several different tents there. There's the disco, there's the techno, there's all that. The techno tent is where I will be most of the time because some of the headliners are not interested in. We do have some of the headliners or the lead into the headliner, like it's Missy Elliott, then Lady Gaga is the showstopper of Friday night. Then we have Charlie XCX, and we have Green Day, and we have on Saturday, and then on Sunday we have Megan Thee Stallion, and Post Malone. I love Posty. I love me some Posty. I'm not into the country Posty. I like the other Posty. I don't like country Posty. And Travis Scott, I guess, is the headliner. If you're not familiar with Travis Scott, he had an album, Astroworld. He had a concert that a lot of people were injured, and I think a few people perished because it was just so packed, and the people were rushing the stage and everything. And he was with one of the youngest Kardashian, Kylie. They have 2 children together. And or she's not a Kardashian. She is a Kardashian, but she's a Jenner, Kylie Jenner. And so anyway, I don't really care for him, so I most likely won't be watching that. But I will be watching everybody else, especially Green Day and Billy Joel. I love him. So cute. So I just love music. I love all genres of music. Very little country, but I love most genres of music. Most genres of music. And so I'm so excited. And it's time for me to connect with my baby, with my daughter, and spend time with her. And that's what we do. That's something that she loves. And, you know, she doesn't watch my Lexi talks and do all that stuff on YouTube, but Coachella is her thing. And so I'm going to be there with her, and we're going to watch it together. And it'll be a first with little Miss Mam Mam, because we didn't have Mam Mam all the last years. So now we have Mam Mam. And it'll be interesting to see, because normally we're in our rooms and Mam Mam is out front. And we don't let her come back to our bedrooms yet, because we've got to still do the decluttering, and I don't want her into certain things. And then she was doing that thing where every time she used to sleep in my room, but she would come in here and she would go under the bed and go to the bathroom, you know, and defecate. And I'm like, I can't get under the bed to clean that up. So she can't come back here. Not right now, anyway. She's trained now, and this is when she was a baby and we first got her. She's trained now, so hopefully she wouldn't do that, but you never know. She's an animal. They're unpredictable. So us being outside with her until the wee hours of the morning is going to be very interesting, because some of the concerts, some of the headliners don't come on till 2 in the morning, you know, depending on the time there. So it'll be very interesting. We will be up till 3, 4 in the morning watching Coachella. So it'll be interesting to see how Mam Mam reacts, how she reacts. So that's it. That's my little Friday Coachella ramble. So, and if you're here and you stayed, this is a shorty Friday video. This is a feel-good Friday video. My name is Lexi. This is the most beautiful Yappy, my cohort, my support chihuahua here on this platform. Yappy will always be with me in all videos, unless we're vertical on a live, in which case I'll have to pick her up and put her in and say, hi from Yappy, and put her back. But she's always here. She's always to my left. I don't know how you see me, but this is my left. So Yappy is always to my left. Always to my left. Unless we get another setup and I move her, but she's always here. And a few of my friends here call me Sexy Lexi. I think I'm out of order. What did I say first? Did I say I'm Lexi or Alexis? Now when I'm doing the editing of this, it's going to be all backwards. My name is, let's start over. Let me start over. My name is Alexis. This is a Yappy. Like, I've only been doing this every day for 3 months almost. Not every day with Yappy. And I didn't have all the monikers then either. My friends here call me Lexi. And some of my friends call me Sexy Lexi, and that's sexy with an I. Then some of my friends here call me Luscious Lexi. And then one of my friends here, she coined me Lascivious, Lustful Lexi. I love it. And my family, they all call me Lex, which none of them are here. They're not here. It's so funny. Every time I say it, I crack myself up because they're not here. And if they are, they're in the shadows. They're not letting me know that they're here. They're not commenting, liking. They're not doing any of that stuff. So they're not here. But I hope you all have the most fabulous, fabulous, fabulous Friday. Fan-freaking-tastic Friday. Because I am. I'm going to be parked my butt in my recliner tonight watching Coachella. Yes. So if you're interested, if you watch Coachella, drop it down in the comments and let me know that, you know, you watch, or if you've ever been to the actual Coachella out in Indio, California, let me know. I want to know. Let's talk about it. So fun. And if you happen to watch, just because I mentioned it, then let me know if you did. You know, comment that on whatever our next video is, you know, put a comment down that you did watch Coachella, or put it on this, come back to this video later tonight and put it on that you watched, or tomorrow's video on our Saturday Lexi talk, whatever that's going to be. I haven't decided yet. Put it down in the comments that you are familiar with Coachella and you watch. I know some of us here are of a certain age, but Lexi, I'm a young 60, honey. I'm a fly young 60. My mother was a young 89, and I'm a fly young sexy 60, living this sexagenarian era, and I am into so many things, but I love spending time with my daughter. I had one of my cousins one time, I had put up that I liked, I don't know if it was A$AP Rocky, which A$AP Rocky is with Rihanna. I know most of you must be familiar with Rihanna. And A$AP Rocky is her two sons' father and her significant other. So I think I had posted about that. I posted something. And one of my cousins got on. This was on Facebook. And she's like, oh, why are you always posting this? I'm like, well, for one thing, I am a New Yorker, born and kind of sort of bred in the Bronx. I was really bred in the Virgin Islands. I'm a Cruisian girl, 100,000%. But I was born in the Bronx, and that's where rap music was born. And I love rap music, and I love all music. And also, I have a child, and I said to her, you do remember that I have a daughter. At that time, Zoe was a teenager, that I have a teenage daughter. And I am familiar and up on everything that my daughter is up on, because I want to know what she likes. I want to know about her. My mother wasn't up on that kind of thing with me. Not really. My mother liked her Frank Sinatra and all her stuff, which I love too. But my mother wasn't trying to get into all the music and the stuff that I liked. Not really. She was living her life. She was young and fly, single, living her life, mingling and having men and doing all kinds of stuff. Her companions and everything. She wasn't trying to get with me. My life and Zoe's were different. We're like this. I'm very close to Zoe. My mother and I were very close too. Don't get me wrong. We were very close too. But Zoe and I try to stay interested in the things that she likes. That brings me closer to her. It gives us a nice bond, and something for her, a core memory that we both have, but a core memory that she will have forever when I'm long gone. She could tell my grandchild or grandchildren, if she has any, but she'll be able to remember that, one thing, my mommy always spent time with me, and my mommy loved the things that I loved. She's into K-pop. She's taught me so much about K-pop. I love K-pop. I'm a BTS stan from way back. Jimin is my guy. I love me some Jimin. And I know you all are watching this like, huh? Behind the scenes, behind the stage? No, BTS. K-pop from Korea, the #1 K-pop group in the world. So yes. I love all this stuff. I love all the collaborations with all the different singers and everything. I just love it. I love it so much. And so that's why I love Coachella. I was born and bred on music. I love music. I have loved music my whole life, and all types of music. Classical music. I love Segovia, the guitar. I love that. I love classical. I love Beethoven. I love Tchaikovsky. I love all of it. You name it, I love it. And I do love some country. Like I said here, I love Kenny Chesney. There are a few people that I love. Tay-Tay. I love Taylor Swift. She doesn't do that much country anymore, but she's still country. She's more pop now, I think. She centers herself, I think, now more pop-wise. I love, God, what's her name? I can't think of her name right now. Carrie Underwood. I love Reba McEntire. I used to love all the old people, Dolly Parton. And I don't mean old people in age. I mean the older country singers from back in the day. Tammy Wynette, Winona Ryder, the Judds. All of that. I love all of that. But it's not one of my faves. My favorite music, probably of all time, is reggae. And then R&B, of course, and rap. Those are my three faves. And then it goes from there. So country would probably be at the bottom of that list for me, but I still like it. I still jive with some of it, but it's not something that, if you get in the car with me, you're not going to hear country music. If you get in the car with me, we're going to be on either Sirius XM, I don't have that anymore, or we're going to be on my my iTunes, but most likely I'm on Pandora. And I'm on Studio 54 Music. I love all the music of the 70s and the 80s. The 80s was my time. I became an adult in the 80s. I graduated high school in the 80s, 1982. So the 80s is my genre. I rock with the 80s music. So I'm either listening to 80s music, 80s R&B, or 80s pop, or I'm listening to Studio 54, which is all the disco stuff. That was my era. Disco, 1977, 1978, Saturday Night Fever and all of that. You know, I resonate with all of that. So that's what I love. That's my music. So, but yes, I'm excited. I'm so excited for Coachella, Zoe and I. I am so excited. Our popcorn, our little snacks, our drinks are on deck. Yes, tonight is the night. Tonight's the night. Ow. It's gonna be alright. 'Cause I love you, girl. Ain't nobody gonna stop us now. Rod Stewart, love me some Rod Stewart. Yes, I love my music. I am definitely not a singer. I cannot carry a tune. My daughter sings. Zoe has the most beautiful voice. She's a beautiful, beautiful songstress. Beautiful songstress. She doesn't do too much singing anymore. I wish that she would get back into that. I just love her singing. I love her singing so much. I'm more of a songwriter. I'm not a singer. And, you know, one of my dreams, you don't know. I'm saying you know, but you don't know. One of my dreams was to be a DJ. And one of the DJs like Paris Hilton and that. But I'm going to be an older, of course, I'm in my 60s DJ. And that's something that I want to do. I want to learn the boards and everything. I want to do that. So, yeah. That's something that Lexi wants to do. I want to be able to do parties and stuff. I want to go to Ibiza and be a DJ there. Yeah, that's one of the things that I really want to do. I want to have music like some of the DJs, you know, that have the songs now out. So, yeah, like Zed and different people. I want to do all that. I want to do that. So, yeah, you never know where you might see Lexi next. I may be headlining Coachella. I may be in one of the tents at Coachella. You never know. Because that is one of my dreams. And I am going to make that come true. I am going to make that come true. I have so many dreams that are getting ready to come true for me. So many. One of the things, too, is life coaching and becoming a weight loss and nutrition coach. So that's something that I'm getting ready to get into and see how that works for me financially. I don't know how that's going to work yet. But that's something that I'm interested in becoming a coach. I mean, I do that every day here with you all. So that's something I want to do where I can actually make it lucrative and be paid for that. And doing my DJing. So, yeah. A little bit about Lexi that you didn't know. You know, sprinkling little things about me here and there. So a little bit that you didn't know. So, enjoy the rest of your Friday. And as the beautiful Miss Tabitha Brown says, and I hope you all have looked up Tabitha Brown. She's amazing. Absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. She's amazing. But even if you can't have the most fan-freaking-tastic Friday, don't go around messing up anybody else's here. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't bring anybody down to that 3D vibration. Keep it high, baby. Keep the high vibrations going. Keep them going. You know, I'm always keeping it going. So, deuces. Yappy and Lexi out. And I hope you know that I love you. I see you, friend. I see you. I always see you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful that you give me the time and that you come and spend time with Yappy and I and listen to this foolishness that we talk about here. Listen to everything we talk about. So I'm so grateful for you. And you know what's coming. If you knew, you don't know. But my day one is know. They know that we and I love you plenty. Have a fabulous weekend and a fabulous Friday. You know I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back to talk about Coachella Day 1. So prepare to be sick of me. Love you.